If you think selling your home in Hamilton County is just putting a sign in the yard and posting it on Zillow, you're about to leave tens of thousands of dollars on the table. And here's the scariest part, you won't even know you did it until it's too late. Most Hamilton County sellers don't realize that their home is invisible to 90% of the buyers even before they put their home on the market. One pricing mistake, literally being $5,000 too high, can eliminate your listing from the search results completely. And in a market where buyers have dozens of options across Carmel, Westfield, and Noblesville, if your home doesn't stand out in the first 7 days, you've already lost. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk through the exact strategies that determine whether your Hamilton County home sells in 30 days with multiple offers or sits on the market for months while you watch comparable homes get snatched up. These aren't generic tips. These are specific moves that separate homes that sell fast at a full value from homes that become stale listings that buyers are just going to scroll past. Now look, I get it. You've probably been told selling your home is simple. Just hire an agent, list it, and wait for offers. But here's what nobody tells you. The decisions you make before you list your home, your pricing strategy, how your home looks online, even what your home smells like during showings, these aren't minor details. They're the difference between a smooth sale that funds your next move and the nightmare scenario where you're stuck between two mortgages or forced to accept a lowball offer because you're desperate. Just last month, I worked with a family in Westfield. They had their home priced at $455,000. Gorgeous property, great neighborhood, and after 3 weeks, they only had 2 showings. We dropped the price slightly to $449,000, just $6,000, and suddenly they had 12 showings in 5 days and 3 offers over the asking price. And why? Because buyers filtering homes online weren't even seeing their listing at $455,000. That one small adjustment changed everything. So here's the $5,000 pricing trap that makes your home invisible. First, let's talk about the pricing strategy most sellers completely miss, and it's costing them everything. This is the reality of how buyers search for homes online. Your pricing strategy is vital. You want to look at the comparable sales and price your home either in line with them or slightly below the comparables. And that's because the buyers are going to look at your home because it's a great value for the area. But here's what most sellers don't understand about how this actually works when buyers are searching online. They don't browse every single listing in Hamilton County. They're going to search in psychological price brackets, usually $25,000 to $50,000 increments. So just think $200 to $250, $250 to $300, $400 to $450. You get the point, right? If your home's priced at $451, you've just eliminated all the buyers searching up to $450. So now you're competing with homes that are $500,000, and yours better look like it belongs there. I've seen this play out dozens of times. A seller in Noblesville had their home at $328. It sat for 6 weeks with almost no traffic. Then we repriced it slightly lower at $319.9. We crossed that $325 threshold and had 4 showings in the first weekend. And that's not luck. That's understanding how buyers actually search for home. And this isn't about undervaluing your home. It's about pricing your home strategically so buyers actually see your listing and realize it's a value compared to everything else in the area. Think about what happens when your home is invisible. No showings means no offers. No offers means you're sitting on the market and watching your listing go stale. And once you've been listed for 30, 60, 90 days, buyers are going to ask this question: what's wrong with that house? And they might assume that you're desperate. So if they give you any offer at all, it's going to be a lowball offer. So suddenly that $5,000 adjustment you were thinking about is going to cost you $20,000 or more. This is where most sellers completely blow it. How your house looks online determines whether buyers ever walk through your front door. Your Hamilton County home gets 3 seconds to capture a buyer's attention. If the photos don't stop the scroll, you just lost a buyer. This is why professional photography isn't optional. The first showing always happens online. So if you're using cell phone photos, the buyers are just going to scroll right past your house. Have a professional take photos and get as many great shots of your home as possible. Buyers are going to scroll through 30 plus listings in a single sitting. They make snap judgments in seconds. A home with dark, blurry, or unflattering photos will get eliminated before they even read the address. A home with bright, professionally shot photos that highlight the space, the light, and the lifestyle, that gets saved, shared, and scheduled for a showing. Let's say your home is worth $400,000. Two comparable homes listed in the same week. One has professional photos, the other one has cell phone shots. The professionally photographed home gets 15 showings in the first week. The cell phone home gets 3 or maybe none. Which one do you think gets multiple offers? Which one ends up accepting a lower offer because the seller panics? Now that's the difference between creating a strong demand and weak interest, and it could cost you $20,000, $30,000 or more. So here's the professional marketing and what it should include. If you have extra land or acreage, for example, you need drone photos to showcase your entire property. If you're selling a move-up or luxury home in Carmel or Westfield, you absolutely need professional videos to showcase your home. Because the buyers who can afford a $600,000 or higher home, they're going to expect that kind of presentation. If your listing looks amateur, they're going to assume the home and the agent are amateur too, and they're going to move on. If you're not showcasing your house this way, the buyers that can afford your home might not even see it. Your home's presentation isn't cosmetic, it's the difference between no offers and multiple offers. Spending a weekend deep cleaning and touching up paint in your Hamilton County home isn't about being picky, it's about triggering an emotional decision that makes buyers want to say yes, and here's what matters. The small details make big differences. Spend some extra time to clean up your landscaping, finish a few unfinished projects, and paint your front door. Touch up the walls and do a deep clean throughout. By going that extra mile, how your house looks, you'll make a huge difference between getting no offers and getting multiple offers on your home. Buyers aren't just evaluating the square footage in the school districts. They're asking themselves, can I see my family living here? A cluttered entryway, scuffed baseboards, overgrown landscaping, these don't feel like minor flaws. They look like work. And buyers don't want more work. They want to imagine moving in and feeling at home immediately. Your buyer's pulling up to your home for the first time after driving past 5 other listings that day. If your front door's faded, the mulch is old, the shutters need paint, they've already mentally knocked $10,000 off their offer before they even step inside. But if your landscaping is tight, your door is freshly painted, and the entrance feels welcoming, they walk in wanting to love your home. That's the psychological edge that creates competition. So what does this mean for you? You don't need to renovate your kitchen or add a pool, but you do need to finish the half-done projects. Touch up the walls, make sure the home feels cared for. Because buyers are comparing your home to every other listing in Hamilton County. And the ones that feel move-in ready are the ones that get offers. Think about it from the buyer's perspective. Are they focused on how beautiful the space is, or are they making a mental list of everything they need to fix before they move in? The difference between a buyer who's excited and a buyer who's doing math on repairs, that's the difference between multiple offers or no offers at all. And it all comes down to whether you took the time to present your home at its absolute best. The day of showing details that separate move-in ready from meh homes. What your home looks, smells, and feels like the moment a buyer walks in. If your Hamilton County home smells like last night's dinner or your dog during a showing, you've lost a buyer. Here's how to create an experience that gets offers. Are the lights on for the showing? Did you clean up all the pet dander? Does the house have a funky smell? Did you make an amazing dinner? But those smells aren't going to be the most appealing to the buyer. You need to be really thoughtful about how your home is going to present during the showings. Smell is the fastest route to emotion. So a home that smells like Wet dog, stale air, or heavy cooking odors triggers an instant no. I've been there. I've seen plenty of them. A home that smells subtly fresh, not overpowering, just clean, keeps the buyer focused on the space and not the distractions. Same with the lighting. Dark rooms feel small and uninviting. Well-lit homes feel open and welcoming. So turn on every light in your house before a showing. Open the blinds, let natural light pour in, and create the sense of space and possibility. Especially for move-up and luxury home buyers in Carmel or Westfield, having a positive smell that's not too overbearing is going to make a huge difference. If you have a whole house sound system, play some chill background music. You're creating an experience for buyers as they walk through the house so they can imagine themselves and their family living there. That's the emotional moment when they stop comparing your home to others and start seeing it as theirs. These aren't nitpicky details. They're the final layer of presentation that determines whether a buyer leaves your showing excited to write an offer or relieved they can cross it off the list. And in a market where you're competing with dozens of other homes, you can't afford to give them a reason to walk away. You're not just showing them a house. You're giving them a vision for their future life. And when you get that right, when the lighting is perfect, the smell is subtle, and the music is playing, and everything feels intentional, that's when buyers fall in love. That's when they write offers. Let's talk about the agent you hire, because this is the single biggest leverage point, whether your home sells in 30 days or 90 days. Hiring the wrong agent to sell your home doesn't just slow things down, it costs you tens of thousands of dollars. Here's what to look for instead. How's the agent you hired marketing your property? Are they using cell phone photos or having professional photos? If you're not showcasing your house with professional photography, drone shots for land, and video for higher priced homes, the buyers who can afford your house might not even see it. They'll just overlook your home. Posting your home on the MLS is table stakes. Everybody does it. But how many are running targeted social media campaigns to get your listing in front of buyers who aren't actively searching yet? How many are using professional videos to showcase your home on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, where affluent buyers in Hamilton County are spending their time? How many are staging your listing to photograph beautifully and appeal emotionally? If your agent isn't doing this level of marketing, you're relying on only the buyers who happen to be searching the MLS the week you list it. And that's maybe 10% of the market. The other 90%, they're going to be passive. They're not urgently looking, but they would move if the right home caught their attention. If your listing isn't being pushed in front of them through social media, video tours, and professional presentation, you've just eliminated most of the potential buyers before they even knew your home existed. Fewer showings, less competition, and weaker offers. You're going to end up accepting less money because you didn't have that leverage. You're going to sit on the market longer because the pool of interested buyers was a fraction of what it could have been. And that's not bad luck, that's bad marketing. Here's what to ask of your agent before you sign with them. Ask them, how are you marketing my home beyond putting it on the MLS? Show me examples of your photography and video work. What's your plan to generate showings in the first week? If they can't give you specific answers, if they're vague about putting it online or doing open houses, that's a red flag. Because in Hamilton County, where buyers have dozens of options, your home needs to stand out from day one. And that only happens when your agent's willing to do the work most agents skip. Look, if you're thinking about selling your home in Hamilton County and you want to make sure to do this right the first time so you're not sitting on the market for months wondering what went wrong, I'd love to help. I specialize in helping families like yours navigate the timing, pricing, and marketing strategy that gets your home sold fast and for full value. You can reach out to me directly through the link in the description, and we'll walk through your specific situation to build a custom plan that works for your timeline and goals. So let's recap. Selling your Hamilton County home in 30 days isn't about luck or timing, the market specifically. It's about 5 strategic decisions that you're going to make. First, pricing your home at or slightly below the comparables so your home's visible in buyer search brackets and perceived as a value. Second, presenting your home with professional photography, video, and drone footage so the first showing stops the scroll. Third, deep cleaning, finishing projects and touching up details so your home feels move-in ready when buyers walk through. Fourth, controlling the sensory experience on showing day, lighting, smell, and sound, so buyers can emotionally connect to the space. And fifth, working with an agent that understands modern marketing and is willing to do the work that gets your listing in front of the 90% of buyers that most agents miss. If you nail all those 5 things, you're not just selling your home, you're creating competition. You're driving up the sales price and funding your next move without the chaos or regret. But here's what we didn't cover today. What happens after you accept an offer? Because that's where most sellers think that they're done, and when the deal falls apart during the inspections, appraisal, or financing. And that's exactly why you're going to want to subscribe to my channel right now. And if you're looking specifically to sell your Hamilton County home this year, I'd love to connect with you personally. Please reach out to me directly and let's put together a customized plan for you and your family. Have a great day.